Hey, it's Mika.
Hey.
This is Merica.
This is Merica?
This is Merica.
Okay.
Do you think that there's... Ooh, I want to talk about the new Merica.
Okay. What's the new Merica?
If you got a degree, it don't matter. You don't got a degree, it don't matter.
Okay.
What do you think? What's your thought?
I agree. I've been saying this for years.
I made more money without my degree. And then when I got my degree, I've made less money.
I feel like the degree is only matters to certain people.
Yeah.
For certain people, I should say. It matters, like, as a way to hold something against you. Somebody's like, oh, we're looking for somebody with a master's. But you know that somebody there ain't got a bachelor's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a great tool to use to keep people out.
Mm-hmm.
However, on the other side of that, it's also a tool used to keep people from even trying. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, for example, there are people that have, like, you have a degree, right?
Right.
And in international business. You have a degree in international business.
And public policy.
Right. But it's like, you can't get a job in business and public policy. You know what I mean? No matter how hard you try. But when you didn't have one, going to those same jobs, they told you, well, no, because you needed a degree.
I think too, what helped me get those jobs is that when I didn't have a degree, I also felt like, well, whatever they offer me financially, I can take. I think on paper, when somebody sees you have a degree, it's one of those things where it's like, well, she'll only take so much financially.
I don't know. I honestly feel like the whole thing is just, it's like a scam. Like, I believe in education, but, you know, you're taught, like, from a young age, like, you got to go to college so you can get a good job.
But at that age, at that time of Merica, in Merica, when you didn't have to mortgage 3 houses that you couldn't own anyway to pay for a degree.
Right.
You didn't walk away. Like, college wasn't 60, 70,000. You know, it was very much more affordable. Housing was much more affordable. People made actual living wages. You know, we don't make a living wage anymore.
I think it's pretty shitty. I just feel like this country is like, we have all these standards of living, and like, I was reading an article, and a woman in the New York Times the other day, and the woman, she has her master's, and 3 jobs. How you got your master's and 3 jobs? Because that's the new Merica.
That's the new Merica.
A degree don't mean shit.
But then you walk away with the degree and you're $160,000 in debt, $100,000 in debt.
Right. And even like you look at like medical, like students. Excuse me.
Don't ever get sick.
That go to college. I mean, students that go to college and they decide they're gonna go become a doctor or whatever. That's why I applaud a school like NYU, where they've decided to not charge tuition to students effective immediately. Like, they don't have to pay. They're going to use the grants and donations and stuff like that to offset the cost of going to school for these students. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, that means it's probably going to be even harder
to get in. Yeah.
But hey, that means only the best of the best
will
be out there trying to treat me. But regardless of the fact, I just feel like at the end of the day, education to me seems like a lot of times it seems like a racket. Life experience tends to me seem like
overshadow the need for a degree,
or just be a better route to go.
But it's crazy because I feel like I have life experience and a degree and I still can't find a job.
Ain't that some shit?
But I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm never okay. Always depressed.
See?
No, I'm just joking.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, going to college, it's like you're being taught that it's important, and then on the other hand of it, it's like...
But you're handicapped once you do it.
I'm going to pull over here real quick, because it's the beach.
Yeah.
I want to show them the water real quick. Flip that around. Upside down. Holla.
I had to do the whole dramatic. The thing will move.
But see, this is it's the way life is, though. I mean, it's kind of, it's nice to know that we live on Long Island, because even though we have degrees and it's kind of whack out there in terms of job search, we still got an opportunity on a lunch break to run over to the beach, do a riding with YepYeahYes, and share our thoughts.
I just had the most incredible Cuban sandwich, and Tamika got it for me, and she won't tell me where it's from.
No, I won't.
I ate it like, oh my gosh.
It looked pretty damn good. You still have half left?
Yeah.
So you eat it later. Well, you're probably not gonna be able. Somebody's gonna. No, your kids ain't gonna want that.
Ain't nobody going ham on that sandwich.
Tell them they need to go to college if they want to have their own coupon.
It was a thin. The pickle was sliced thin. It was the perfect amount of meat ratio. The sauce, the bread was toasted to the gods, and I could tell it was fresh bread too, because you bit into it and it like. Oh, my mouth is watering. I intentionally only ate half so I can eat the other half later.
Hopefully you get to eat it later.
I will. Ain't nobody gonna share that with me. It looks very overwhelming.
Yeah, it does. It looks delicious. I ended up getting a burger. Girl like a burger.
The girl likes her burger.
I like my burger.
What about you, T? But you know what I have to say though? Having a degree was very important to me personally. It's something that it took me a long time to do. I worked full time and went to school part time, and it took me a long time to get it. And when I got it, it was a very emotionally fulfilling thing to do. And I do want to go back to school. I do want to get my master's, and that will happen. But I do it more for the emotional, because I know at the end of the day, I've gotten great jobs without it, and I'll, I got one.
So what's the reason for doing it? Wanting to go, like, I'm going to go back and get my master's too.
Personal.
Knowing that it's probably not going to get me a better job.
But I just want it. I want it. For me, I want it. And all those times that people said to me, oh, that's only for, that's master's preferred. Whenever you look at, job descriptions, and it's just another door that's open. And I want it to stay open.
I think I'm actually going to go back and get my master's for the pure and simple fact that I want to prove mofos that I'm right.
You know what?
I know that sounds crazy, but I want to be sitting there with my master's and show people I fucking went out there looking for a job, and this is what they say I'm worth. No matter in spite of the fact that I have a master's degree, and that I have work experience, and that I'm educated, there's something there that says, no, you're not good enough for us for this particular position. So basically, okay, so it wasn't the master's. What exactly is it?
What was it?
I have a job now where I hire people, and it's funny because one of the guys that I was interviewing yesterday, he came to interview drunk, homie. I thought he was gonna send me an email like, when can I start? Motherfucker, you can't start ever.
Did you say anything?
I was like looking at him funny. He's like, you think I'm drunk, don't you? I'm like, well, you're a little off. He's like, no. But anyway, my point in saying that is that there are people.
Well, only a drunk comes out and says something like that. Otherwise, it's like, is everything okay? Why are you looking at me like that? Right. Or you don't say anything at all.
Right.
Like, oh, you think I'm drunk, don't you?
Right. And so my point in saying that is, I'm like lost right now, but
make a left.
Okay. My point in saying that is that there are people out there, like hiring managers out there. There are hiring managers out there, excuse me, that that have all the power. Like, what gives me the power to hire? I never went to school for HR or anything like that. I'm hiring people based on.
But you have the experience to understand what that thing is that would be good for what you're hiring for. Also, there's a little piece of, I got to deal with this person. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking to see if they have a degree or nothing like that. And that's my point, is that sometimes the people that do the hiring are not looking. They're looking at more for a connection.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the day, if you're looking for a connection, then my degree doesn't matter. Welcome to Merica.
This is America.
This is America.
Y'all got the tripping up.
This is America. I think that's the end of our show.
Make a left. All right. Bye, Merica.
Bye, America. Bye, America. Bye.